Right now, questions remain in Mount Horeb as investigators try to figure out what led to a deadly confrontation between an armed student and law enforcement.
Student protesters meet with UW-Madison leadership today on the encampment near Library Mall. What the two sides decided.
And later, our Time for Kids coverage on Dr. Daryl Treffert concludes with an inside look at Treffert Studios. Welcome to News 3 Now. Good evening, everybody. We begin with the ongoing investigation out of Mount Horeb. This after an armed student was killed by law enforcement outside of the middle school there.
That incident sending the school district into a full lockdown for hours yesterday. Now investigators are trying to piece together why that student came to the school armed. We have team coverage live in Mount Horeb tonight. We start with News 3 Now's Maddie Himes for the latest from the school district. Maddie.
Susan, Eric, the school and law enforcement officials couldn't tell us anything that would compromise the integrity of the investigation, but I did call who we believe to be the parents of the alleged shooter. They both told me they had no comment. We found a website allegedly belonging to the suspect in which the male student compares himself to assailants of historic school shootings and discusses violent fantasies. When it comes to the rest of the students, Superintendent Dr. Steve Salerno told us it was a no-brainer to implement some additional safety measures moving forward.
In our estimation, we would prefer to have an officer in each one of our buildings for a while. And then obviously to bring peace of mind for the community to have additional officers looking, driving by and just checking in.
Dr. Salerno said his staff is discussing long-term supports that could be put in place as summer break approaches and that new school year begins in the fall. We'll continue to provide immediate updates when we learn more about this ongoing investigation. For now, reporting live in Mount Horeb, I'm Maddie Himes, News 3 Now.
All right, Maddie, thank you. And as the Mount Horeb community comes together, the Area Chamber of Commerce has ways for businesses and residents to publicly show their support with the hashtag Mount Horeb Strong. Businesses are invited to download the Mount Horeb Strong poster and put it in their windows or on bulletin boards. There are also Mount Horeb Strong yard signs for residents to pick up at the Chamber, Miller's Grocery Store, and other area businesses. There are other ways the Chamber says you can support the Mount Horeb community, and we've listed them all online. Just look for the story linked at channel3000.com. And it is showing just how tight-knit the Mount Horeb community is as residents look to heal after this incident.
For more on how the community is handling yesterday's frightening situation, let's go to our Catherine Merck, who is also live in Mount Horeb tonight. Catherine?
Susan and Eric, it's been such a complicated and confusing 2 days for families here in Mount Horeb. And today, members of the community are coming together to try to move forward and get answers as to what happened. At the high school just down the street where we are right now, there was a community meeting where family members and people close to the school here could get resources for mental health, including therapy dogs like you're seeing on the screen right now. I spoke to one person behind the charity that brought these dogs to the school who said that this is just one way that the district wants students to be able to connect with themselves and also move forward.
Cheering people up, that's medically what they do is spike in the endorphins and that and make everybody happy. So
the Mount Horeb Police Department did share a post on Facebook earlier today saying that they want people to stay updated with their updates as they're confirming more information hour by hour, and they want to make sure that people share the correct information and not share misinformation during this time. School is expected to return tomorrow in Mount Horeb, but we'll continue to keep you updated with more of what we know. Reporting live in Mount Horeb, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. We have been keeping you up to date on any new developments through our Channel 3000 mobile app. Download it to your mobile device to stay informed as the investigation continues.
Well, now to weather as rain fell in parts of the viewing area today. Let's get your first one forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Good evening there, out on the patio, and part of our story that we've been talking about the past couple of days, would we get thunderstorms to pop up across the area? We've had clouds all day. We've had those showers that you just mentioned, Eric. Let's take a look and see what we can expect for the rest of tonight here with our weather graphics. Overall, severe weather threat has been pushed down towards the south, towards the east, towards Monroe and Janesville again, and this is because we've had that persistent shower and cloudy activity, which we said would limit the severe weather threat, which is very low tonight, pushed to Illinois near the border. If we do have a thunderstorm or two that pop up, could get a little feisty. It'd be isolated, gusty winds, and small hail would be the main threat. Nothing across the area right now. You got to go further to the south, down towards Illinois. Future track bringing a couple of those showers and thunderstorms up here, but these should be more of the garden variety showers and storms. Can't rule out an isolated strong storm. I'll be here keeping an eye on the radar just in case one or two of those storms get on the feisty side. 65 right now out across the area, upper 60s right around 70 degrees. We'll stay in the mid 60s, so mild this evening with that shower chance, at least isolated shower chance as we head towards that 10 o'clock newscast hour. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to be tracking a gorgeous weekend, a gorgeous end of the week too, and I'll mention when the next chance of maybe stronger storms will bring severe weather potential to southern Wisconsin.
All right, Alex, thank you. It is now day 4 of the pro-Palestine encampment on the UW-Madison campus. This morning, those organizing the encampment finally got the meeting they've been asking for with top university administrators.
Our Braden Ross spoke with one of the professors who was in that meeting, and she joins us now live from campus with the latest updates. Braden, what came out of this sit-down?
Yeah, Eric and Susan, you can see behind me there are still quite a few people at this encampment, even more than we saw this morning, and tents still up. You'll remember it was only yesterday when police came in and took down a lot of those tents. They put them right back up, and it sounds like they're going to be able to stay for another night. Now, the big news to come out of that meeting this morning is that protesters say university leadership has agreed to pause any police action here at the encampment for the next 24 hours. And that was 24 hours from 8:30 a.m. this morning. Several UW students and faculty met with around 5 top UW leaders, including Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin, at 8:30. This is just 24 hours after 34 people were arrested as police removed almost all those tents here on Library Mall. But despite the clash yesterday, one professor I spoke with says the meeting this morning was productive.
The meeting had, I had the sense that there is a good intention on everybody's part, that that hopefully everybody is coming around with the assumption that they want a resolution, they want to figure something out, and so that was really good. And in that sense, I think the meeting was productive.
So what was agreed upon in that meeting this morning, protesters and university leadership agreed to meet again within the next 24 hours. Now, we don't know when that meeting will be. I just spoke with an organizer here, and he said he's not sure yet. Protesters say the chancellor promised them there would be no police action at this encampment until that meeting happens. Now, of course, the question now will be what will happen when those 24 hours are up and when after that meeting happens as well. We'll keep you updated as we learn more, and we'll continue to monitor the situation here on Library Mall. For now, reporting live on the UW-Madison campus, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Braden, thank you. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, a warning for those in Rock County about a new scam that's going around.
Plus, as campus protests over the war in Gaza continue all across the country, what some politicians are saying about the impact they're having on political parties.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to get the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better home insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. Call now for $1,200 off whole home insulation plus a $1,200 tax credit. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjord's furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjord's Furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
I remember coming home from school and pounding on the door, but my mother wouldn't answer. She'd be passed out inside. You know, my mother had a drug abuse problem. She struggled with addiction to prescription pills her whole life. But today with fentanyl, one pill, just one pill can kill. So I've worked with Republicans to stop the flow of fentanyl that's poisoning families across Wisconsin. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message. This fight hits close to home.
Breast cancer is the most common form of cancer in women. Join the News 3 Now team in the fight against breast cancer at the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk, Saturday, June 8th at the Alliant Energy Center.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Turning again to the UW-Madison campus, protesters remain at their encampment, as Braden Ross just showed us after meeting this morning with university officials.
And among those on campus have been state lawmakers, and they spoke to our political reporter, Will Keneally, who joins us now with more on that topic from campus. Will?
Yeah, Eric and Susan, so these pro-Palestinian protests have been a significant issue for liberals and Democrats, especially those who have been pushing for the Biden administration to take a stronger stance on the Israel-Hamas war. Now, as you see these protests take a stronger hold here in Wisconsin, one of the Democratic lawmakers I spoke to at the encampment here says he's been working with university officials. Now, he represents areas of Milwaukee and says that the UWM chancellor did not quite agree to everything that he had asked for.
Those 5 students who were arrested February 9th, to take them off of probation. Those were denied, but I am grateful that he did say that he would provide advance notice if he decided to move in and disperse that encampment. So.
Now, Representative Clancy there also told me that he had spoke to the governor's office and the governor telling him that he had no immediate plans to send in the National Guard, which the governor can do here. Now, of course, we'll continue to provide updates throughout the night on this encampment here. But for now, reporting from UW-Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
All right, Will, thank you. The Rock County Sheriff's Office issuing a new warning to residents after learning that a scammer or scammers have posed as deputies in fraudulent phone calls. The caller identifies themselves as Rock County Patrol Deputy Young. And during that call, the scammer claims the person needs to send money in order to settle a legal matter. Anyone receiving scam calls is asked to report it to the Rock County Communications Center. The number there at the bottom of your screen is 608-757-2244. And still ahead, continuing coverage on our Time for Kids special on Dr. Daryl Treffert.
After the break, we conclude our 3-part series on his legacy and impact, treating individuals with disabilities.
And how much rain should we expect to get yet tonight, if any, and where? Alex with the complete forecast when we come back.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a Major League sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to plant and grow your dream yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like half off 1 cubic foot bags of Miracle Grow garden soil, 40-pound bags of Blaine's Black Oil Sunflower Seed, just $17.99. All Longfield spring bulbs, 15% off. And with Mother's Day coming up, get 4 packs of flowering annuals and vegetables, just $2.29. Plus, visit our outdoor garden centers, now open at select Blaine's Farm and Fleet stores.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this Mother's Day for only $14.95. $1.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Mother's Day. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
On Monday, Jalen Banks shared with you the legacy of Dr. Daryl Treffert and how his work impacts people every day. And then we learned about his influential personal approach to treating individuals with disabilities.
Today, Jalen Banks takes you inside SSM Health's Treffert Studios, the place that brings to life every day what Dr. Treffert stood for, an environment geared toward bringing the best out of those with autism and other disabilities. Take a look.
Treffert Studios has many functions, most designed to cultivate creative skills through hands-on teaching. Some areas include music.
You ever seen Drum Mama Nick Cannon? I was just watching Whiplash the other day.
You feel safe and you feel connected and you feel like you're in a space where you can really explore things that are interesting to you, possibly passions of yours. It changes the game. It changes your relationships. It ups your confidence. And it really leads to opportunities to reach our full potential in ways we didn't even see before.
Passions are not only encouraged to come from clients and patients, but from employees as well. Spencer is a behavioral treatment technician at the studio. He himself is on the spectrum and uses his passions as a way to give back to those like him.
You're an individual that's on the spectrum, and now you're helping individuals on the spectrum. Yeah. Tell me how that's been over the last few years.
Biggest thing for me was that as a person on the spectrum, not as like a stigma or anything like that, but if I can do these amazing, great decisions just by being consistent on a daily basis, being 1% better, not trying to change my whole life, I try to let people know that anyone can do it. Here at the studios for me, it's about healthy eating and working out. And those are my 2 prime things that I like.
So Spencer shared with me his passions. The first, fitness.
All right, Jalen.
So as far as the different clients.
Yes, sir.
You know, how do you guys go about teaching them? How does this benefit them? So, I mean, you know, they come here, they'll play video games, but it's not just simply playing video games. It's interaction with one another.
Absolutely. So the cool thing about this is when that was working, they could play against each other. And this kind of created camaraderie. But more importantly, a lot of the people that I really see here, that come here, don't really have a physical background. So it's kind of like cooking for them. Right. Is building that self-confidence and like, whoa, this is actually really fun. And then they would try something else. But for them, it's more about camaraderie and just the fun and engagement of this.
And after putting me through a workout, he showed me how to make a post-workout snack.
So we have the bacon, the egg, and the cheese. Beautiful.
Because you gotta get this right in the center.
Little Salt Bay action.
Like a nest. Boom.
Beautiful.
Through the many aspects of Treffert, from the art, video production, therapy, and everything else, it truly fosters a sense of preparedness.
They get to know us, we get to know them, and places like this just brings out the best in them. Because sometimes we all know that it can be a little challenging out there in the world, but through places like this, we can help them get ready for the future.
But most importantly, a sense of self-belief for all.
Remember, everyone, if you believe, you will achieve.
My man. Appreciate it, CJ.
Remember, it's not what you can't do that makes you different. It's what you do that makes the difference.
My man.
Love it. If you'd like to learn more about how you can get involved with SSM Health Trefford Studios, you can find the information on our website, channel3000.com.
Well, the storm threat for southern Wisconsin diminishing now. Here's Alex. He has a complete forecast.
Thanks, Eric. Let's explain here that severe weather threat is very low tonight, mostly near the Wisconsin-Illinois border. If we can get one or two of these storms to form yet this evening, gusty winds and small hail would be the main threat. Storm Prediction Center has greatly pushed that severe weather threat way to the south. Monroe, Janesville, folks tuning in Beloit, you still have an isolated chance for a stronger storm. A couple storms trying to get a little bit closer to southern Wisconsin. Better, more widespread storms over portions of central Illinois. They'll be trying to move towards the north and towards the east. And as we look at our future track model here, scattered to isolated, I should really say isolated to scattered, is key here. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm as we head towards 9, 10 o'clock near Janesville. A couple more showers and storms just west of Madison as we head towards 9, 10 o'clock. Most of these, I think, are going to be the garden variety, meaning below severe limits, and again, maybe some small hail and gusty winds. Eric was mentioning how much water can we expect out of our thunderstorm activity and shower activity tonight. Notice how sparse it is. It is isolated to scattered at best, not widespread. If you can sneak one of those showers, maybe a quarter, maybe a half inch, but notice there's a lot of places in southern Wisconsin that stay dry tonight. Why? Well, we've had the clouds, we had the showers and thunderstorms this morning that limited the heat out there today, and that's part of the reason why our shower chances on and off this evening, not widespread. Good news, you want another nice day? I got one for you on Friday. It'll be dry and mild, and 60s and 70s, they're here to stay at least through the next 10 days. Still got a 70 at Madison, 75 in Janesville, where they were allowed to warm up a little bit. So again, if a storm can pop up near Janesville, they've got the energy for one or two of those storms to get a little bit feistier. A little bit cooler off towards the west. We have cooler air coming in behind our storm system, already starting to enter the western part of Dane County with some 68s lining up. Just updated live TV, 67 now in Cross Plains. So that's the cooler air coming in. Temperatures dipping down now to 64 at 10 o'clock with a couple of those showers out there. So if you want to go out for that walk with the dog, and now is probably the time to do it because those shower chances isolated will start to pop up as we head towards 10 o'clock. Fast forwarding to tomorrow morning, those clouds start off and they go away. And a beautiful day is expected, highs right up to 71, 72 degrees by the time you tune in tomorrow night at this very moment. Temperatures over the next 10 days, look at all the golds here. Normal, 64 to 68. Most of our temperatures are in the 60s to the low to mid 70s as we carry out into the future. And it's that Tuesday that we're going to be watching. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Nice weekend ahead. Outside chance of a shower or storm on your Saturday. Sunday's that picture perfect day with light winds, temperatures getting up to right around 70 degrees. Tuesday has the First Warn Weather Team. We're eyeing up that day for our potential alert day conditions. You could see some stronger storms on Tuesday. A little bit cooler behind that weather system, getting down into the low to mid 60s. But hey, again, normal highs at the end of the 10-day period are right around 68, and we're just a couple degrees shy of that.
And coming up in sports, Ben Rortvedt returned to Wisconsin to face his hometown team. Why the Verona native said it was a full circle moment. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get an 11% rebate on all projects, big or small. Touch and Tone Spray Paint is an all-purpose paint for your interior or exterior projects at an unbeatable price. Choose from black or white for $1.99 after rebate. Epoxy Shield Garage Floor Coating provides long-lasting results in an easy-to-keep clean, showroom quality appearance that applies in one coat. Get it for $79.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3 to 1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
Shop family-owned Brothers Maine for our large selection, low-price deals, and free delivery on top brands like Cafe, Hotpoint, and GE Appliances. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain? Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
We're a really busy family of 6 and moving into a new house, and Empire made it really easy.
They brought samples to our house, quality products, and installation on our schedule.
And we're really happy with everything.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower. So he went right to work on handling the project. That's him going online researching bathtub and shower installers. And there he is, calling a few places to get an estimate. I think he's procrastinating.
Call 1-800-HANSONS for a new shower or bathtub you'll love. Installed in as little as 1 day.
It's okay. I called 1-800-HANSONS.
We custom fit your new bathtub or shower into your existing space for a fast, convenient, and hassle-free installation with any safety features your family needs. Safety bars, seats, and more with a no-leak guarantee.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna call 1-800-HANSONS.
That's great, hon.
Get 50% off installation or no interest, no payments for 2 full years. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
The goal on Tuesday sent the series back to Indy, and the Bucks did it without their top 2 scorers. Now the Deer look to extend the series to a Game 7 with another must-win game tonight. Giannis, again, not in the lineup, but Damian Lillard is playing in Game 6. He had 7 points in the first quarter. Bucks, though, trailed by 9 after 1. This one currently in the second. We'll have highlights coming up tonight at 10. Ben Rortved was drafted 56th overall in the 2016 MLB draft. A couple years later, in 2021, he made his big league debut with the Twins. And after a season with the Yankees, he's now catching for the Rays. Andrew Banstra sat down with the Verona grad to find out what it was like to play against his hometown team.
10th inning. And there's a liner into left.
Ben Rortved grew up a Brewer fan. Not a diehard, but you could always catch him at the ballpark.
It was really cool coming to this ballpark as a kid and be able to walk on it. We played on it in high school one time, but it's a lot different having the stands more filled up.
But now, going to the ballpark is a little different.
The Minnesota Twins select Ben Rortved, a catcher from Verona.
The backstop is in his 3rd season in the big leagues and playing in his home state for the first time as a major leaguer.
Yeah, it was pretty full circle. Like I said, kind of showing up to the ballpark, driving on the freeway, seeing the stadium was pretty cool.
Even if AmFam Field isn't quite the same as he remembers it.
Probably always going to call it Miller Park, but like just growing up as a kid, always driving by, seeing the stadium, it was kind of like had some childhood memories showing up.
And after starting against his hometown team,
brings up Ben Rortved.
Rortved made some new memories with his friends and family cheering him on.
Verona Area High School.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be here. So just keep having fun, keep going. It is a game, but I never thought I'd be here, so you never know where you'll be in your career. So be where your feet are and just work hard.
But for now, Rortved.
See ya. A home run for Ben Rortved, his first.
Takes it one swing at a time. At American Family Field, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
He said he had 30 to 40 friends and family there watching him.
Not surprising.
That's pretty cool.
Still a hero at the Verona Little League fields, I'll tell you that. Let's go to Alex, final check of the forecast.
Yeah, isolated showers and thunderstorms are expected this evening. The threat for severe weather very, very low if we do get a strong storm down towards Janesville and Beloit.
Well, thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, everybody. Hope to see you back here tonight at 10.